Have you ever stopped to wonder why you're seeking approval? But that approval never seems to bring the peace or the progress you expected. It's like chasing a shadow in the twilight, always just out of reach, always fading when you think you've caught it. Years ago, I was caught in that endless chase, wanting to be liked, to be accepted, to fit in. I remember vividly standing at a crossroads in my life, a cinematic moment framed by a deep blue dusk, the kind that paints the sky with a mix of hope and hesitation. I faced a choice: continue to live for the applause of others, or start living for the results only I could create. The moment I chose to stop chasing approval, everything seemed to shift. I began to build, step by step, a foundation not measured in nods or smiles, but in quiet victories and tangible progress. This process wasn't glamorous. It was slow, deliberate, and often lonely. But isn't that the price of real growth? Now, imagine you're in a movie. The camera pans across a single candle flickering in a quiet room. When we chase approval, that flame flickers and wavers. But when we build results, that flame burns steady and bright. I once tried so hard to please everyone that I ended up with a schedule packed with meetings that led nowhere and favors that drained me dry. It was like being a juggler with too many balls and no idea which ones were actually worth catching. The approval of others is a fickle currency, changing like the scenes of a movie. But building results, that's the script you write yourself. Now, I challenge you, what are you building today? Is it approval from people who don't define your value? Or is it results that build your future? There's wisdom in realizing that the loudest voices in your head are often echoes of others' opinions. I learned to quiet those voices by focusing on my work, on the craft of creating something meaningful. Like a master sculptor chiseling away marble, my results began to take shape, clear and strong. Imagine walking through a misty morning, the dew heavy on the grass, each step deliberate and echoing. That's how building results feels sometimes: slow, quiet, and unnoticed. Here's another thought. What if the approval you seek isn't for you, but for a version of yourself that no longer exists? Breaking free from this requires courage. It's choosing to write your own lines, even if they tremble at first. The learning curve is steep, but the view from the summit is worth every misstep. Picture a lone tree on a hilltop, against a backdrop of a golden sun dipping below the horizon. The tree stands firm, rooted deeply despite the wind. Those roots? They're your values, your efforts, your results. They hold you steady when the world tries to knock you down. Seeking approval is a fleeting season, but building results is a lifetime harvest. Today, stop asking, "Did they like it?" and start asking, "Did I create something worth my time?" Shift your energy from the applause that dies away to the impact that lasts. Remember, the applause of a crowd is temporary, but the legacy you build is immortal. The real challenge is not in pleasing everyone, but in being true to your path. If you're ready to stop chasing empty validation and start building real results, then your next chapter begins now.